From the red soils of Lukaya to the snowy slopes of Switzerland, one teenage girl is brewing change, one bean at a time.
Cherries here are ripened, but not most of them are still green.
Meet Coco Menk Zong, a Chinese-born, Ugandan-raised student. Her passion for coffee and community has earned her a title few teenagers could dream of: Uganda's coffee ambassador to Switzerland. Coco's story begins in Lukaya, central Uganda, where she has spent a plentiful of time establishing a coffee plantation, rendering part of her childhood immersed in the rhythms of rural life. With her father, Zong Shuang Kwan, they established a coffee plantation which now supports dozens of families in and around Lukaya.
So far it's been about 2 years. We haven't had too many ripe cherries that we can actually pick, so we need to identify some more of the problems that are here and see what we can do with them, so that when we actually develop a way where we can grow these plants and we can sustain them, we can use this to further our project.
This is just part of her journey to empower fellow young people.
Left, right, left, right.
From extending safe and clean water to her fellow children and their families in various parts of Uganda, Coco Menk has taken her passion for socio-economic transformation beyond the Ugandan borders.
Because I think this is very important, and ever since my dad had the ability to help others, he did, so I think it's a good thing that I keep continuing this tradition. I feel like even though they're in need, they're very happy, and that shows that I should also be happy about what I have and be grateful, and I should help people who need things more than I do.
For me, I don't cook. He cook everything by herself. She's doing bakery, everything. She watching YouTube. She learning everything from herself. We never stop her. Just whatever you want to do, it's okay. You do it.
Yes. This family, bebatuwadde oluzi olwo olw'amazzi ge tugenda okunywa. And it's not only this, they have been supportive. They have been supporting all different places. Now today is a special day. Today is a special day, and especially for children. The cakes you see here, they are being donated by one of your friends. You get it? Omukubireko mu ngalo. Yes, she's going to talk to you.
Now studying in Switzerland, Coco's passion for Uganda's coffee has followed her across continents.
So this is Coco on the cupping process, and she's just breaking the crust to see if she can smell any good things or any bad things.
Just a little introduction to my project. My aim is to promote Ugandan coffee in order to support the farmers in Uganda and the whole coffee industry, because it is an integral part of our economy. And as we know, coffee is a very volatile product.
Her teacher, intrigued by her stories, flew to Uganda to see it for himself. Just before he could travel to see what Coco had established in Lukaya, as a coffee enthusiast himself, he was impressed with what he found in Kampala.
And so Coco's position as head of development and head of business means that she is involved in these choices of what coffees we choose each season. Every time we buy fresh coffees, she's there in that decision-making process. And so that's the reason why somebody of Coco's importance in the company is to help us make these choices for what we're going to buy next.
Then came the time to move to Lukaya in Kalungu district. What he saw on the road spoke volumes about Uganda's coffee.
Good body, it's got some fruit notes, quite juicy, and then a really nice caramel finish as well. So yeah, it's got some interesting flavour notes to this. And for first coffee of the day, on the side of a busy road, yeah, I'm pretty impressed with that. Yeah, so I didn't have a coffee this morning when I woke up, and this was the first coffee of the day. We stopped at a gas station, which generally is not a great sign of quality. However, we were met by a great team of baristas and people, making food and serving coffee, and yeah, I was really pleasantly surprised by the coffee that was made, and tasted great. Baristas were friendly. Generally, I had a good experience there.
And then the visit to the plantation. The experience was memorable.
I'm trying to understand. So this generally gives a good sign of what the problem is. You can see it's most likely some kind of fungus.
You always have good one, fresh. So you keep planting, because the costing is not much. The land, we have the land. I just use maybe some time to making the size of the garden big.
Well, right behind me it's about to rain. But it's certainly got access to water, which is a positive for plant growth. Sometimes too much water can cause negative issues with plant growth. So we see the issues in coffee. Nothing's perfect, and many things aren't easy. But we see positives in the fact that we have lots of cherries. We also see negatives that we see some signs of disease as well. And these are the issues that face coffee farmers all around the world. And that's no different to here in Uganda. The positives, we've got land, we've got people who are willing to be involved to understand how we can solve these issues and produce better, more higher quality cherries to reduce the issues of fungus and also pests that are attracted to some of these trees and cherries.
Her efforts did not go unnoticed. Uganda's Minister of State for Foreign Affairs, Honorable Henry Okello Oryem, officially appointed cocoa as the country's coffee ambassador to Switzerland.
Now, therefore, I, Honorable Okello Oryem, Minister of State for Foreign Affairs, in charge of international affairs of the Republic of Uganda, do hereby appoint Ms. Zong Make as Youth Coffee Ambassador and Envoy to promote Uganda's coffee amongst her peers and others in the world. In her capacity, Ms. Zong Make shall serve as my youth coffee promotion ambassador, responsible for 1. Promotion of direct investment coffee value addition in Uganda, generating awareness and popularizing Uganda's coffee as a beverage amongst the young youth worldwide, conducting the market research for popularizing Uganda's coffee worldwide amongst the youth and others. In witness, therefore, I have signed and caused the sealing of the present instrument for the period of 3 years, effective 31st March to 2025 until the 30th March 2028.
Thank you.
I hand it over to the father in absence. This is one in many efforts of us creating awareness and popularizing Uganda coffee to many markets. She's a youth. She goes to good school in Geneva. She comes from China. She has many friends in China. And if she can use her interest, because we just didn't give it to her for the sake of giving it, she showed and prove to us that she has a lot of interest, and she will use her own personal resources to promote Uganda coffee abroad in Europe and in China and the Americans. So that personal initiative of and zeal and will to promote at our own time, at our own expense, is most welcome to the government.
So growing up in Uganda, coffee is a huge plant that is really important here. It makes up about 50% of our exports, and it is crucial to the economy. Growing up, I never thought of it as important because in this environment, I never saw how coffee could impact different places. But when I moved abroad and I heard about people loving coffee and the different varieties of coffee, I learned that Uganda is actually one of the major producers of coffee, ranking 8th in the world, and is a major producer of Robusta coffee because we grow it at a slightly lower altitude, below 1,200 meters. And that means that the coffee that we produce here is Robusta, mostly of its kind. And since Robusta is native to Uganda, it is a very important plant. A lot of the coffee that we grow here is really good and really acclaimed worldwide. But if you ask, most people will think Brazil when you ask about Robusta coffee, and Uganda doesn't get that much recognition. which made me think that if we can find a way to promote Ugandan coffee grown by Ugandan farmers, that would be an amazing thing to be able to give recognition to the people who really started growing coffee, the Buganda tribes, who domesticated this plant and really began this coffee growing culture here in Uganda.
Coco's mission aligns with a promising moment for Uganda's coffee sector. Prices have stabilized and exports are booming.
After waking up our people as to the crucialness of commercial agriculture and rationalizing it, we then realized the danger and the unfairness of confining ourselves to just producing the raw materials for other countries far away to transform into finished products. A kilogram of coffee may give us US dollars 2.5 as a raw material. However, the same kilogram roasted, ground into powder, and packaged will give the cleverer foreigners who added those steps abroad US dollars 40. So Africans get $2.5 per kilo, and the same kilo transformed into finished products by foreigners bring them $40. This is how Africa has been a major donor to the parts of the world that are managed by cleverer people. Sorry to use these words. We do not only lose money per kilogram of coffee, we also lose jobs. The roasting jobs, the grinding jobs, and the packaging jobs are done by the children of the foreigners, while Africa's children are drowning in the Mediterranean Sea, going to prosperous Europe and running away from the impoverished Africa.
Coffee is not just a crop, it is a weapon against poverty. And young people like Coco are generous in promoting Uganda's leading foreign exchange earner. At just 17, Coco is already shaping the future of Uganda's coffee.
What we're seeing now is that even though coffee is one of the major exports, people don't tend to grow a lot of coffee in their farms. We prefer to grow plantains, maybe tomatoes, onions, because those are domestically traded plants where you can sell them to other people here in Uganda, as coffee consumption is not a huge thing. We don't drink a lot of coffee here. And so if we can find a way to encourage farmers to grow this coffee, and we can maybe increase exports and encourage farmers to be paid fairly for the amount of coffee that they're growing, we can increase basically and benefit the economies of single farmers rather than large conglomerates and large farms. This can impact the households that are here, every family, every community. And Uganda has very fertile lands where we can grow a lot of different crops. And it basically would be very, very impactful if we can find a way to industrialize growing coffee, but at a household level, rather than making gigantic farms where they're owned by large corporations. Because that way we can reach each family and impact each individual.
With her father's support, she is mentoring others and expanding her plantation.
Uganda has a tradition of growing coffee. In this world, there are two popular coffee, Arabic and Robusta. We realize that the Robusta, the home of Robusta is Uganda. We are very proud of it. So that's why I want to join hand with my daughter to find how to add value to Robusta, how to promoting Robusta, so that when we promoting it, so every family can benefit it. Because now Uganda has a tradition, every family, every household, they just grow some coffee around their compound. So that's why I think through high technology, especially like artificial intelligence, we can find some solution to improve the quality of Robusta coffee, and also to promote it globally, so that everybody can benefit from this project.
We recognize that there are solutions to problems at hand. We just need to utilize what we have and the resources to make them into potential ways to solve these problems. In Switzerland, it's historically been a country where people are very communal, and there's a lot of businesses, small businesses there. In Uganda, we are a very agricultural country, where Switzerland is not. But what I think we can take is basically taking the initiative upon ourselves and our communities, and basically to develop what we have at hand. Because we have such amazing agricultural lands, we have a lot of potential to create even more exports than we have now, to maybe increase the income of every household, increase the income of the country, to develop the country further, even if it's just by impacting households.
I think coffee is a good business because you can start it in your own garden. You could just plant a small tree, and later on in life you can sell the coffee to big businesses, and then later you can expand your farm, where coffee is a good money-making business because lots of people in life need coffee. It's very appreciated, and lots of people like drinking coffee.
From Lukaya in central Uganda, to Geneva in Switzerland, Coco Menk Zong is more than a student. She is a change maker, a connector, and a champion of Uganda's most beloved export. Her journey is proof that age is no barrier, and that one girl's dream can brew a global impact.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Coco. Happy birthday to you. Make a wish first.